What is up, everybody? Dwayne Bryant here with my weekly college football trend report. It is championship weekend. I've got a six-pack of trends for you. You are not going to want to miss any of these. Let's get right into it. And as always, I'll start by saying, please never make a bet based on any single trend. If you're using trends as part of your handicapping process, what I recommend you do is weigh out what you feel are the relevant trends for each game and see if they weigh out more heavily one way or the other. For trend number one, we're going to start with New Mexico State. We're going to look at them this season when they are coming off a conference game. So, previous game, conference game. He'll hit the SDQL button. And you'll see that New Mexico State is a perfect 7-0. Now, look at the average line. They were an average underdog of plus 3.6 points, yet they are 7-0 straight up. 7-0 against the spread, covering the spread by more than 15.5 points per game. You can see that this is active on Friday when New Mexico State visits Liberty as a double-digit underdog. Based on this, maybe you sprinkle a little on the money line here for New Mexico State. I mean, they were a 25.5-point underdog here and whooped Auburn 31-10. Maybe they have another upset in them here. We will see. Let's move right to trend number two. And if you haven't already, guys, please hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell so that you're notified as soon as I drop one of my trend reports on this channel. For this next one, again, we're just looking at this season. We're going to look at Iowa. And we're going to look at Iowa when the line is greater than -10. So basically, as long as they are not a double-digit favorite. And we'll hit the SDQL button. And you can see that the over-under is 0-9. No overs, 9 unders. These games stayed under by an average of more than a touchdown per game. Love that margin. You can see that this is active on Saturday when Iowa plays Michigan in the Big Ten championship game. Look at some of these totals that they have stayed under in. I mean, let's click on total here so it sorts the results by the total. And look at this. 25.5 stayed under, 27.5 stayed under, 30.5 stayed under. All these really low totals. Now we've got a 34.5 here, it says in the database for the Iowa-Michigan game. We'll see if they can stay under one more time this season. Let's move right to trend number three. And if you haven't already, I ask that you please hit the thumbs up to like this video. I would greatly appreciate you doing so. For this next one, we're going to go back to the 2021 season. We're going to look at Oklahoma State. When they're playing against really good teams whose average point margin per game is greater than or equal to 17. Said another way, it's when Oklahoma State is facing teams that are outscoring their opponents by at least 17 points per game average on the season. We'll hit the SDQL button. And you can see that despite being an average underdog of about a field goal, Oklahoma State is 8-2 straight up, a perfect 10-0 against the spread, covering the spread by a tad more than 8 points per game on average. And you can see that this is active on Saturday when Oklahoma State takes on Texas. So let's move right into trend number four. And guys, just a quick reminder to keep an eye out for my NFL trend report. That is going to be coming out tomorrow, Friday. For this next trend, we're going to look just this season at Alabama and what Alabama has done since week 4 or after week 4 this season. We'll hit the SDQL button. You can see that the over-under is 7-0-1. 7 overs, no unders, 1 push. These games went over by an average of 9.8 points per game. And you can see that this is active this Saturday in the SEC Championship, Alabama versus Georgia. So let's go to trend number 5. And guys, if you want me to look up any other trends for this weekend's college football games, or if you have any trends that you have found that are active for this weekend's college football games, drop them in the comments below. We would all love to see them. For this next one, we're going to go back to last season, and we're going to look at Louisville, when they are coming off an against the spread loss. And we'll hit the SDQL button. And you can see that Louisville is a perfect 10-0 straight up and 10-0 against the spread, covering the spread by a tad over 15 points per game on average. And this is active on Saturday when Louisville takes on Florida State. And that brings me to the 6th and final trend for this weekend's college football action. Before I get to that, however, I do want to let you know off another winning night last night, cashed 3 out of 4 in hoops. 2 out of the 3 were college basketball plays that won. I'm number 1 all-time at WagerTalk in profit from college basketball first half totals. And I have a 3-pack of college basketball totals available right now on my page at dbbets.com. And if you look, it's right over here on the right-hand side under today's plays. And, again, first, number 1 all-time at WagerTalk in profit from college basketball first half totals. 2 out of the 3 college hoops totals for tonight are first half totals. The other one is a full game over. Now, you guys that know me know that I am, most of the time I'm going to be playing unders. So I'm very selective about when I play an over. I've only played 2 overs so far this college basketball season. I have cashed both of those, looking to cash the 3rd one tonight. These 3 plays would be $75 if I sold them separately, but I put all 3 of them in one deeply discounted package for just $29. So you save $46. Grab this 3-pack right now on my page at dbbets.com. So for this last trend for today, and it's not really a trend because it doesn't point to a specific team, this is a college football wide angle, which means any team that falls and qualifies on each of these parameters is considered active play. And we're going back to the 2019 season, and we're looking at any favorite of between -3.5 and -10 who has an over-under margin over their last 3 games that is greater than or equal to 21. So in their last 3 games, they've gone over the total by at least 21 total points per game. They are a team that has a winning percentage of at least 80%, and they're facing an opponent that has a winning record. So the opponent's winning percentage is greater than 50. So this is going to point to any team that fits all those parameters, and we'll hit the STQL button. And you'll see the teams in this situation are 31, 10, and 1, 75.6% winners against the spread, covering the spread by more than a touchdown per game. I love that this is a college football wide angle that has a winning margin of better than a touchdown a game. And you'll see that this actually applies to 2 games on Saturday. It's Toledo against Miami, Ohio, and Troy against Appalachian State. And that, guys, is going to do it for this week's edition of my college football trend report. Again, any trends you found, drop them in the comments. Anything else you want me to look up, drop that in the comments as well. Don't forget to head over to dbbets.com, grab my college basketball totals 3-pack for tonight. And as always, best of luck on all of your wagers.